All-Star Weekend. This is the final All-Star pool play. John Broker with Olympian Abby Gustitis bringing you day two. But we're bringing you the finals later on. Darian Lovelace working in as well. Great day of rugby coming. A Lone Star in blue set to kick off to Florida in the black and pink. Great team looking to continue their move here. Getting a start right away. A little frost on the turf this morning, but they are ready to go. Vivian Smiley takes first touch of the ball here for this Florida team in black and pink, as you see there, working their way forward early. The first game of the day. A little chilly out here, a little tough. It's going to warm up into the 50s today. Ball comes cross field. There's some room on the corner. Room on the corner starting to disappear. Player has to take that one into contact. Cutshaw comes in over the top of that one. They move off to that left-hand side. Denzi Joseph made that initial pass. Break coming here from Rosenblum, Jessica Rosenblum. They come back across to this left-hand side. They have numbers, but they're going to keep it tight. That's Desney Joseph again. First penalty of the day. Player not releasing there from this Florida team. And off go the Lone Star. Armadillos, the Armadillos. Wrapping around right there. Looking off to that right-hand side, trying to get there early, but cold ball is going to wreak some havoc there. So they're back on this one. Referee will pull us back up. Good full minute and a half of play right there to get us started, Abby. How's your morning?
Well, I'm still cold, but hopefully that first 90 seconds of rugby warmed these players up. They're young, they're pliable, they're getting after it at 8 o'clock in the morning here in Georgia. But really slow, methodical possession from Lone Star. As we're seeing one of those Lone Star players get a yellow card, not sure what the infringement was, but she will be off to the sideline for 2 full minutes, which means Florida here will have the woman overlap, see if they can exploit it.
They're at it right now, but that pass went forward right at the 22 there. So we're going to back be a scrum for Lone Star. They will get an opportunity to burn some time off the clock here. So the opportunity goes begging there for this Florida team.
Have a look here. Player, ball goes back. Looks a little unintentional from my view. Again, I'm not down there on the pitch, but ball back in Lone Star's hands. They do have the woman down, so just 2 in the back line.
Quick pickup there from Lone Star. They may score shorthanded here. That's Kaylee Goodwin. Kaylee Goodwin, the senior from University of North Texas, touches down 5. Shorthanded try, always nice for these teams.
Kaylee Goodwin, she was brilliant on defense yesterday. Have a look. She's the scrum half. She puts it in. The hooker does not come out on Florida. So that woman in the middle of the pitch, she has to get out to defend the 9. And there is no one at home, so Goodwin just heads up play. No one in the backfield. She gets in for 5. Opens this up even with a woman down.
Kick is going to be no good. We're at 5-0 with about 3 minutes to play, or 4 minutes to play in this first half. Player in the bin still for Lone Star, but they put 5 points on the board. We will see if Florida can answer this. Short kick there into the hands of Amelia Cutshaw. Cutshaw hit right away, the sophomore from University of Florida. Argalise gets that ball to Jeremio. Jeremio keeps it moving. They're out to the width now with that extra player, but the pass just sails over the top. Battle for the ball here. Was that player hit before they got there? Referee says, let's play. We're fine. A nice break here for Florida. Up the left-hand side. 1 player to beat. Not going to happen. The offload is there. Lone Star, however, down on that one. And this, a penalty on the ground there right in front of the referee. They had knocked that one off, but they were good to go.
Playing the ball on the ground was Lone Star, but have a look at that shot put in from Lone Star. Really strong defensive effort, but Florida back on the attack here. Ball in hand, and remember, they still have that extra player on the pitch, but keep your eyes on Kirkley wearing number 6 for Lone Star. Doing a lot of defensive work and well-earned ball back and full complement of 7 as we see the player returning to the pitch. So left-hand scrum for Lone Star.
Good work there from Lone Star. They burned off those 2 minutes. They scored a try. They put in some big hits. You saw that tackle. That one will wake you up. And they are ready to go now. Full complement of players, as Abby said. And it will be Kaylee Goodwin to put this one in.
Love to see them try and stretch the pitch. They're all on this half. Heaps of room over there to work with.
Goodwin moves that one, but it just falls under there for Bella Rankin. And they put the ball to the air. They're trying to use some space out there. Cutshaw going on it for this Florida team. Tackled near the touchline, into touch. So the result will be an opportunity here for Lone Star with a line out from the right-hand side of the field.
Definitely a different tactic. Kicked the ball deep to the right. It wasn't necessarily for Kirkley, but in a space where she could potentially get to. I'd much rather see them keep that ball in hand, tighten up, and then have a go with it.
Ball there to Lone Star, but knocked around, comes back their way, so they're going to continue playing, but a big interception, just a straightforward look at that one. Looks like a Rosenblum headed for the line there, and it is Rosenblum, Jessica Rosenblum, the junior from Florida State. What vision right there, just to anticipate that coming right downfield, and no one was going to stop her.
Rosenblum coming up with the answer for Florida. And, you know, what a perfect pass straight to Rosenblum. See, the Lone Star player just didn't have a glance. She was in that passing channel for far too long. Lone Star need to have a look, keep that ball in hand. But what a nudge. That conversion through the sticks for Florida to take the lead. They're definitely the underdogs in this matchup, but leading by 2 at the point.
Day 2 can be a big moment for these teams, so good on the 2 points there. They will continue moving. They've split their attack here on the restart. And Florida 7-5 up on this Lone Star team. Ball bounces in and over the 22. Space up the middle of the field, but not going to materialize. You're going to reset this one. Got runners either way. A 2-on-2 matchup either way, so they have to find that weak point. And it gets knocked forward there seemingly, but comes back to this Lone Star team. A referee didn't spot that potential knock-on, so Lone Star working from inside their 22 again. Good defense here from Florida. Remington Gillis takes that one in, but then moves it out. Little wraparound pass there. Do they have the pace on the outside? Some space materializing. A big handoff right there. A Morning Fend, another Morning Fend. Player going for the line here for this Lone Star team. What a run. Right in and over is Vista space. Ball on the ground. Have to be careful. Cannot get isolated. Players coming in and over. A referee bringing this one back. And whistles us seemingly for halftime there. So 7-5, Florida leads Lone Star. Some late excitement there. Both these teams are here to run. We'll be back in a minute with second half action. Welcome back. It is 7-5. Florida leads Lone Star here in this first match of the day. Final pool match. John Broker, Abby Gustaitis. Abby, interesting so far.
We have Florida in the lead by 2 points, but we see Leah Lockerman on the field. We see Talesi Ufatafe, and they are here to play a few quick changes, and I'm expecting a big lift from this Lone Star side.
Giesick takes that one. It is in Uatafe's hands, and as Abby just said, this player can change things. Look at that handoff. Good skills to pass that ball. Back to Giesick. Cross field now. They have one runner out wide. They're drifting a little here, so that defense comes up and just drop that ball. So knock on. It's going to be a scrum here for this Florida team. So attempt nearly a break down that left-hand side, then a mistake gives the opportunity here to Florida.
They created that space on the edge, got the go forward from Uatafe, and then just unable to hold on to it. Hands not quite warm yet. So Florida with the put in, all their backs out to the right, quite narrow.
Ball comes back here to Lone Star. They're going to play. They're on the run. Lone Star through Kaylee Goodwin. She's across halfway. She's got one player in chase. It is a big one. A little slowdown, a little speed up. She is on the ground, able to get that one back, trying to come in and over it. Referee has whistled us here. We'll see what the call is. Everybody was a little gamesmanship at the breakdown there, but it's going to go a penalty to Florida.
Disappointing from Lone Star. Goodwin with an incredible break up the middle of the pitch, but all of her teammates in the backfield left her hanging.
And that kick downfield, they're just looking for the line out there. They waited a couple of seconds, but it was taken in a hurry. We'll see what happened here.
Goodwin, she needs to throw that left-hand fend out. She tries to use the feet, the swerve, and then gets dinged. It's a little bit of a 50-50 call for me, but ball back with Florida. See if Lone Star can apply some pressure.
Lone Star is up. Ball winds up in Lone Star hands. Goodwin moves the ball out to Uatafe. Uatafe gets it into the center of the field to Isis Davis. Isis Davis pushes it out wide there, and they are on the run through Leah Lockerman. Leah Lockerman coming around the corner, and it touches down. Great work there, Lockerman. And those are two of the players Abby just talked about. So you're getting the real deal here with the analysis. These two players come on the field. They made a huge difference. Lockerman gets the 5 points.
It all starts from the turnover from the line out. But Leah Lockerman, first touch of the ball, first try, and she takes her team into the lead into this final pool play match to put them in the best possible position with a victory here. She was on form yesterday, scoring plenty of tries, so she knows where that try zone is.
Lead change here through that Lockerman try, so it is a 3-point game in favor of Lone Star at the moment. Lone Star looking to move. Make sure you download the NCR app. If you have not, you can follow all of it. These are going to go after this round. There's 3 more games. They'll put people into consolation and championship brackets. Those will play through the day. The semifinals will be here on Stadium Field. Field 2 out there. We're also going to bring the Rising Stars semifinals and finals later on. Everything wrapping up around 2 o'clock Eastern. Break here for Florida. In the meantime, Field cutting out on this player. Just taken into touch there is Gannett. So it's going to be a line out here for this Lone Star Armadillos team.
We saw a lot of lineouts yesterday. We're seeing it again today. Inexperience from my perspective of getting taken into touch. That's on the ball carrier.
Ball not straight there, so choice for this Florida team. They're going to choose another line out here. Interesting call.
So you actually have the option to go for the line out, or you get a free kick at the 15-meter, which is basically just a quick tap. It's very interesting to go for the line out, given it's 50-50, and now they have given up the ball, and Lone Star choosing a scrum.
Lone Star taking the scrum here, gives them that room. You have Lockerman on the outside, and at first receiver, you have Uatafe that we've been talking about there. So 2 big threats. Once you condense those players in the scrum, with Goodwin feeding them. So definitely some threats across the board here for Lone Star. Kaylee Goodwin, that one goes back to Florida. Smiley cross field, dummies to one player, gets it out to that open space. We may have another lead change coming here as Cutshaw is headed to the corner, and Cutshaw is going to get that one to the ground. Try awarded. We have a lead change 12-10 to this Florida team. So as time winds away, 2 minutes left, we have a game on our hands.
Lone Star unable to hook. Heads up play from Florida. Gannett gets the ball out, and Smiley with the dummy. They have the runner coming in from Jaramillo, but it is Cutshaw. We saw her find the try zone earlier. She is in the corner, too quick for Uatafe, and Florida take that lead right back. We have ourselves a ball game, and Cutshaw a well-earned rest as she goes off to the sideline.
Yeah, the Florida Gator is going to take the rest of this one off. Coach is trusting the rest of the team to carry them through, but it is just 2 points here. So we'll see how Lone Star respond in this chilly Atlanta morning here at Silverbacks Park. After this one, we will have Allegheny All-Stars going to be taking on the Midwest All-Stars for All-Star games this morning as that hangs up in the air. Taken by Giesick. Giesick looking for some runners. Ball bounces. Got to watch this slippery turf here. But Uatafe has it. Not the pass he would have wanted to put in there to Lockerman. Lockerman makes sure of it. Lockerman looking to pass through a couple people. Gets it to Uatafe. And there is one thing you cannot teach is those Jets. Uatafe, such a brilliant player, sees it around the outside and is just gliding in right now. And Uatafe touches down 5 points. Another lead change. Time running down.
Let's get a round of applause for the dynamic duo that is Uatafe and Lockerman. It wasn't a pretty bit of skills. It was probably a bit of luck. But the athleticism, the awareness, the footwork, Lockerman passes it off, just a little dink to a steaming Uatafe down the pitch. And she pulls her team right back ahead as that clock is winding down. We will have one final kickoff.
And Alicia Giesik, the senior from Okinawa, Japan, plays for Sam Houston State, converted that one. So adds to the lead for this Lone Star team. Just 5 points, so it will be unconverted try, ties it up. There is no time here, but referee says it's time for a restart. So Uatafe hangs a knuckleball up there. It bounces back nearly into the hands of one of the Lone Star players in Lockerman. But it is Florida ball. Battle for the ball, referee up, and spots a penalty. So not what the Lone Star team would have wanted. Florida's going to go quick here. Florida can't get isolated. 2 players coming in over that one. Did that player release? Referee whistles. It got knocked on there. So that's going to be a late try there from this Lone Star team. Seals at 17-12. First game of the day done. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes with Allegheny taking on Midwest.